Alright, so we will be taking a look at some recent figures that Mcfarlane has put out. And I just found this interesting because these are old figures that Mcfarlane is re-releasing them. Some of them are like very old, and for some reason Mcfarlane's put them out right now. First off, here we have is Dark Flash. Now at first they were promising us that there were going to be variants of these figures. As you can see in the back of the box here, the first release that was a gold label, not a replano. It was a gold label exclusive to Walmart. It showed in the back that there was supposed to be 2 more other head sculpts or 2 more figures that were supposed to be coming out. Later on, there was also rumors about a 3-pack, and as you can see, that didn't happen. But they have put it out right now. Recently, they put out this version of Dark Flash, and in my opinion, this is like a downgrade. Overall, it's the same figure, same mold, same head sculpt with the one that has originally put it on the figure right now. The only difference that I see that is drastically different is the paint. The old version of the Dark Flash had like a more metallic goldish paint to it, and the skin tone on him, it has more like a more purplish flesh. And in the new one, his yellow is plain yellow, his flesh is like just gray. The new one is also missing some parts that's supposed to have lines of yellow in there. It doesn't, and for some reason they painted the boots yellow, which the original did not have the boots painted yellow. But the new one, as you can see, comes with the 2 extra head sculpts that were promised a long time ago. And instead being of gold label, he's going to be a red platinum, so you're going to be limited to quantity, so you have to find them with a new wave that is coming out, which at the moment I have no idea what wave is going to be. In other words, you have to actually go in store and actually try and find this guy. But yeah, overall, what do you guys think? It is a downgrade or is it an upgrade on this one? In my opinion, I think this is a downgrade just because of the yellow paint and the lack of paint in some parts. Next up we have is Ben Affleck's Batman based on the Flash movie. As you can see, this is just straight up a repaint. And I actually do love this repaint because this repaint does actually look more accurate to the movie. And the cape on this Ben Affleck Batman does come with a wire cape. So both his suits, his cowl and cape are more dark colors, which is more accurate to the movie. His belt, instead of just being a plain yellow, it's actually painted a little bit more gold. The thing that everybody would love, including me, would have been the head sculpt. Obviously, they're still using that horrible head sculpt, but I think it's time for me to actually look for someone that does custom head sculpts and implement it on this one. And I think this will be the perfect Ben Affleck Batman figure from the Flash movie. So overall, if you discard the head sculpt, I think this is a huge upgrade for this figure. I think it looks really great. I'm probably gonna end up picking this guy up. Next up here we have is Purple Batgirl, and this one's just a straight up repaint of the Batman 3 Joker's Batgirl, and there's nothing different about it. I really can't see if her eyes are straight or sideways like the previous Batgirl. You guys can let me know down in the comments in case you guys know, but I think it's pretty much the same as the Batman 3 Joker's Batgirl. And I don't know, it's literally the same thing, so I really can't tell you guys if it's an upgrade or downgrade. But if I have to choose between the colors, I think the black one is better than the purple one, in my opinion, when it comes to like this version of Batgirl. So I guess I have to go for a downgrade on this one. But yes, let me know down in the comments which one you prefer, the black Batgirl or purple Batgirl suit. Next here we have is Bane, which is just a repaint of the first Bane we got from Mcfarlane, and it's pretty much the same Bane that we got but this time around he's painted more of the colors of the Batman the Animated Series Bane, which actually doesn't look that bad. Everything on this Bane, the new one, looks like I said, pretty much the same, so it has all that details that the previous one had. But I do like that they at least painted the shoelaces, but everything else they try to paint it just like the Batman the Animated Series Bane, which like I said doesn't look that bad, but there's a lot of detail there that I don't know, kind of ruins it. But I mean, you can just ignore it, like the pouches, like the lines and the red button on his belt. Like I said, it was already there. It was already sculpted there. If they would have made it a little bit more plain, like the belt didn't have all that detail and he didn't have any pouches, I think he would look much better. But yeah, I think it is kind of an upgrade. Like, I mean, the two of them are not bad. Whichever you get, I think will look really great on your comic book Batman villains on your shelf. And sadly, we do not have any images of the Bane that glows in the dark. Like, we don't know how he's gonna look in the dark. So just based off what I'm seeing here, the paint they did, I would kind of say like it's like an upgrade. But I guess it's more like a taste. Like, which one do you prefer, the more comic accurate one, or to the one that looks more like Batman the Animated Series? If his veins glow in the dark, then I would say that the Animated Series one is an upgrade, because I really like when they do that with Bane, when they make his veins glow in the dark. I just find that pretty cool. And if that's the case, then I guess I'll have to go for the glow in the dark version of Bane. Here we have is an interesting one. We have one that has the same head sculpt but different body. As you can see, the previous body was a more bulkier, more, I want to say, more detailed figure of Superman with the head sculpt, because the S, I believe, was sculpted, and in the new one he has more like a classic looking body mode that he says is not sculpted, it's just painted on it. And he does come with a wire cape on this one from what I'm seeing, and the previous one had a plastic sculpted cape, which didn't look that bad because it had more like more details to it, and it was ripped from the bottom, which added more to it. And obviously these two have different context. One of them is from the death metal stuff, and the other one is more like a, I don't know, silver, bronze, gold age, because it's just based on like a very old comic book of Superman. And surprisingly, the head sculpt doesn't look that bad on the new Superman body mode. But I mean, if you compare the head sculpts, just the head sculpts, I think I prefer the one from the death metal. I don't know, that one looks more menacing, and I really loved how they did the red lipstick on his face. The other one looks a little more plain, but like, again, context. The head sculpt on the new one is it is accurate to what they're trying to sell you, but again, I think he looks a little bit too plain compared to the older one. So I would say that this one, it's a more like a downgrade, but the body mode is pretty much an upgrade, I would say. And since he comes with the wire cape, so that's a plus, hopefully. Because Mcfarlane sometimes gets lazy and doesn't give us wire capes with capes that look like they should have a wire in it. So I'm giving the benefit of the doubt that he comes with a wire cape. I really love the body mode. The head sculpt, I'm not a big fan of it. I think they should have added more paint to it, but I would say the new one is an upgrade. Next up here we have is Bronze Age Red Tornado, comparing the one to the Target exclusive one. And I mean, this one for me is really easy. The new one is the winner for me on this one. It just looks really good. It's more like a classic looking Red Tornado that I know, and obviously it has the wire cape that everybody has been asking for. The previous one was good looking, but this one has the wire cape. He's a little more plain. I do like the gold yellow that they gave him on the previous one, but this one has more classic yellow. The red, he doesn't have those big huge dots on the side of his shoulders. They gave him some gloves on the new one. They kept everything else the same. Obviously they removed the dots that I mentioned, but I mean, yeah, it just looks pretty good. And I think the body mode also is better than the previous one. So overall, definitely an upgrade. Next up we have is the new Hal Jordan Green Lantern. I'll be comparing it to the other figures that have the same body mode as the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Sadly, none of them are Hal Jordan. All of them are, I believe, John Stewart, and Abin Sur, I believe, also has this body mode. And I know people are not a big fan when my friends sometimes do like shading on their figures, but I don't know, this time around I think they cooked. I think they actually did a great job with the shading, and obviously they're trying to recreate the comic book cover of this Green Lantern, so at least they had a reference to look at and try and copy or imitate the same paint and all that for this figure, and they cooked. I mean, I think this is the best one so far from the recreations. I mean, in my opinion, I think this is the best creation they make for the cover recreation stuff. Obviously, with all the accessories he comes with and the head sculpt, there will be probably limited posability with this figure. But I think if you can change the head sculpt to like, obviously almost painted like comic bookish, the head sculpt, I think it will look really, really great on your collection. I don't know, I just think they really cooked with this one. I know some people don't like the shading, but I do. I think they did cook with this one. So yeah, for me, in my opinion, I think this is an upgrade to any other Green Lanterns we have gotten from Mcfarlane so far. This was just a fun video that I wanted to make. But if you guys enjoyed this video, just let me know down in the comments, drop a like, hype the video, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.